What is going on, guys? It's your boy Slick, and the day is finally here. The day for dev blocks. I'm very excited. Today, what we're going to be talking about is a Waffentrager. This is a pack, well, it has a KWK on it. It's an 88, the long 88, on a tractor chassis. You guys might notice this tank. It was a premium in World of Tanks. I think it's called the Steyr, the Crypt Steyr, something like that is the real name for it. I was hoping we would get the Rheinmetall Borsig as a tank, and I mean we might in the future, but this is not that bad of a tank. Now I would say that this thing's probably going to be around the 5 to 6.0 BR range, just for the fact that it's probably going to have a fast reload on the long 88. We already have a Nashorn, so it's like a Nashorn with a turret, so it's probably going to be a little bit higher than the Nashorn, but it's not as effective in my opinion, or I don't think it'll be as effective as a Sturm Mill per se. Now, what Germany wanted to do, I don't think this tank was ever made. What they wanted to do was they wanted to salvage their pack guns, their field guns, or any tank guns that, you know, were on broken chassis or anything, but still use them for something. So they wanted to put them on these tractor chassis. These they can move decently well around the battlefield and still be effective from, you know, most positions, and, you know, less setup time. You don't have to carry a gun behind the tractor or anything like that, and then turn the field gun around, and then if you have to move, you know, it's a problem. So when you have these long guns on tractors that can drive into an ambush position, sit in a hedgerow, and, you know, flank enemy tanks or shoot ambush enemy tanks, and then when you're done you can just back off. It's a very good ambush tank, and this thing is no doubt going to be a very good ambush tank. I can see it being really good in sim. The gun is fantastic. I mean, we have no question that the long 88 is definitely one of the best guns in the game, tier for tier. So I don't see why this tank isn't going to be super good. It's actually got quite a big profile too, surprisingly. It's low, but it's not low enough to make it unseeable. It does look like it'll have decent gun depression though, so I would say probably 10. It looks like it'll probably have 10. Since it's an open top, the breach doesn't hit the top of a turret or anything, so you kind of get away with more gun depression that way. This thing can go 35 kph in a straight line, and I guess avoid slopes. It's probably pretty similar to the Puma. It has a weak engine, I would assume. And it just probably can't climb hills like most tanks can, because it has weak engine power and it's very heavy. I'm sure it's very heavy. The gun probably weighs this thing down. It's probably all imbalanced and shit, to tell the truth. And there's probably a reason why this thing was never properly made. But other than that, I think it would be great that it's in game. I think Germany needs something like this that can kind of ambush and use its turret. The problem is, right, we have the Nashorn in game right now, and that's all fine and good, and you can make the argument, well, the Nashorn has a long 88 too. Why isn't that not used as much? Why is that not as effective? Well, the Nashorn doesn't have a turret. It doesn't really have good gun depression. It's kind of a really big target, and it's like, it would be like this tank. They would perform very similar, although this thing has a turret, which helps tremendously. Having a turret, especially in this style type of tank, I don't think we've seen anything like this in game, aside from maybe I would compare it to maybe the Bang Bus, you know, the 88 on a truck, because you can still move it, and we know how effective that thing can be. I've had, you know, 10 plus kill games in that, just dropping people because of the fast reload and the gun at its tier. So I would assume that this is going to be the same thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Actually, I'm going to be streaming today, so check the Twitch channel. I might be live right now. I don't know. I usually say this and I'm bad about doing it, but I'm going to go get coffee right now. I just woke up. My alarm didn't go off. So hopefully see you guys on stream.